Math, Tuesday, March 31st.
March 31st. Day 2, we will be doing page 155. 155 in your packet. Okay? Basically, we are doing cross multiply and divide, figuring out proportions. Yesterday we did ratios, today we're doing portions. I have 1/2 equals 3 over n. I cross multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times n is 1. N equals 6 on that one. Another example. 2 over 3 equals 4 over n. 4 times 3 is
12,
2 times n is
2n.
10. So now I have 12 equals 2n. Divide both by 2. 12 divided by 2 is
6.
There's your answer.
That's pretty easy.
I know. It's a pretty easy day, isn't it? 4 over 5 equals x over 10. Cross multiply. 5x equals 40. Steve, get off your phone. Phone.
I got to answer this.
No, you're out in the hallway if you're going to answer the phone.
I pay for this.
Yeah, I know. You'll pay for it out in this hallway. as he's mad. We just cross multiply. 5x equals 40. Divide by 5. X equals 8. So once again, all you're doing is page 155. As Steve's pouting. Next class, Math 2. All right. Yesterday, we plotted points.
Yes.
Didn't
we did.
we? Okay.
Yeah.
So, if I have a line that goes across the y-axis right here at 2, every time your y will be at 2 in that axis, right?
Yeah.
So, if I have my x is 2, my y is always going to be 2. If my x is 4, my y is going to be 2. So we can name this axis. Let's say this line was named M. We can say M equals 2. That's our line. So M equals 2. Now I have another line on the x-axis, and it crosses at -2. So we would name that line as x equals -2. So 2 points that would cross that axis would be -2 and 3, right? Because x is -2, y is 3. Another point would be -2 and 0. These are 2 points that are on that line. Okay? So, they're going to say, give you 2 points, x and 4, where x is always going to be 4, right? And name that line. So we just count up on the 4, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is on the y-axis, where it's always going to be 4, right? And we can name that line as L equals 4. Okay? Now they may give you another one, and they say x is always going to be -3 and y. In that case, x is always going to be -3, and no matter what y is, it's always going to be -3. So if I have 1 as my y, it would be -3, 1. -3, 3. Correct?
Yep.
So that's what you're doing on that page, on page 99. No, this is page 102 and 103. So page 102, 103. We will go to Math 3. Math 3, we're still dealing with exponents, but we're putting negatives into it today. Okay? All that negative means is there's a higher number of exponents on the bottom. So, what that means is I have 1 over x over 2. There's a higher number down here, right? So all I do to change that to a normal number is I go x to the -2nd power. Another example, if I have 8 over 2, 8 over 5, where are there more 8s, top or bottom?
Bottom.
By 3, right?
Yeah.
So I have 8 and 8 over 3, right?
Yeah.
And if I want to write that as a negative exponent, I would write 8 to the -3rd power. So whatever this number is you just make it negative and you change your base and you write it to that power. So if I have 1 over 3 over 2, this would just be 3 to the negative second power. Okay?
Makes sense.
Now, they may say, reverse it. Y to the negative fifth power. All you do is write 1 over y to the fifth, you're done. Okay? If they say x to the negative third power, you would just write it as 1 over x over 3. Okay? Now, they may say I have y to the second, y to the seventh. Where do I have more y's?
In the bottom.
So I have y to the fifth on the bottom, right?
Yep.
And they say write that as a negative exponent. I write my base, and I just write a negative number in there. Okay? Now they're going to throw extra letters in there, but it's the same process. I have 3x plus 7y to the negative third. All I do is put a 1 over that and change this from a negative to a positive, and I have it rewritten. Okay? So all that you guys are doing is workbook 47. That's all you're doing today. Anybody have any questions on that one?
What's for lunch today?
Tacos. It's Tuesday.
Math.